Now I'm on the field where I had that hammered and that Roman, and I've just had this, so we have a bit of hope on this, but probably not. Right, let's just clean it. Wow, this is a bit crazy. First signal, is that Regina? So is that going to be part of an Elizabeth? Is this part of an Elizabeth sixpence? Who knows? Is that, has that been cut like that? Is that been hit by the plough? Wow. Right, well, let's hunt around this spot for the rest of this thing. It's part of one, but that's number 47 hammered find. Woo! What a hobby. 500-year-old. Amazing. Look at that bit of the crown there. So it might not be. I don't know. We'll get it checked out. So, nice problem to have. I found that probable ploughed cut piece of a, I'm guessing, an Elizabeth sixpence. While walking towards the area where I had that very clipped Irish penny and the Roman. So I was walking to there and it just jumped out 16 signal, you know, quite a sharp signal, like, you know, a really good signal. I've not had a lot of those on this field because I've done it. I'm heading to an area that's kind of, the area that I'm heading to is like a winter dieback area, so that's why I was heading there. So it's, do I stay where that sixpence piece was? I've had a little look around there, I've marked it, so I'm heading where my original plan was. Oh, geese. Just had a little signal, let's have a look. This was kind of a jumpy signal because it's misshapen. I think that's a copper cartridge case or something. So not everything's a hammered coin, is it? An 18. I've still not made it to that area I want. But the enemy, moo tubes. All part of the game. Is that like part of a set square bendy ruler type thing? Wooden ruler. Could be. Going dark. There's another one of those long looped buttons. Just put it on because, oh, you just might be able to hear a steam train in the background. Beautiful noise, isn't it? Oh, it just tooted, I turned it off. No more. Sheep having a scratch, or is it struggling? Are you struggling? I'm just having a little scratch. Are you struggling? Are you struggling? You're struggling? You're struggling? Yeah, you're struggling? Up, 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 up. Should we roll you over? Which way should I roll you? Oh, no, I ain't going that way. Come on. Slow down. I think it was struggling. I think I helped, but who knows. Didn't quite get a thank you. So there's a hole there and a hole there. It's flat on the back and rounded. I don't think that's a medieval diamond encrusted sword, ruby encrusted or anything. Probably a bar off a gate, is it? Perhaps. Very olden. Nice sunset through the trees. Beautiful. And look at that sky. Clear as anything. It'll be cold tonight. Wow! Look at that! I hope I caught that. Oh, beautiful. A murmuration of starlings. Ooh, birds are moving around, getting ready to settle down for the night. And look at those trees with the ivy growing up. Jackdaws in the background. Beautiful. Birds chirping. 10 to 5, nearly pitch black. And a hammered in our pocket. Well, 2 in 2 days, that's not bad going. So number 47 part thereof. Better than a kick in the teeth. So I've had a couple of sessions on a field that I've done quite a lot and picked up a couple of hammered. Oh, just hang on. So I don't think that's too much of a surprise. I think a lot of the bigger items, you know, like big copper, big scrap, big pieces of lead, I think a lot of the time they have to kind of get out of the way first. So yeah, so watch out for those spindle walls, and if you're lucky enough for a pilgrim's ampulla, things like that, other medieval items, they'll lead the way. See you next time, mystery hunters. Hello everybody, all you history hunters. Back out on the field that I had the that Roman and the little Edward IV, very clipped penny, Irish, and I'm near the spot where I also found that part of the Elizabeth sixpence that's been cut up by the plough, so I'm trying to find the rest of it or anything else that was dropped there. Just had a 13 signal, and that looks like part of a penknife. Yeah, the end of a penknife. Yeah, and there's some more of it. I've just had this out on a 12/13. So I'm just going to give it a gentle clean, because it's quite light, and see if there's a design on it. Now, this reminds me of those 2 medieval belt sliders that I had. It's a different design, like a bow, is it? I don't know if there would have been more design on the ends, but yeah. I think that's, my guess is that's a medieval belt slider. Ooh, right. It makes you want to go on to the next hole, doesn't it? See what it is. Right, well, let's see. Nice little lead pistol shot. Very round. Yeah. Yeah, you always wonder the story behind them. Someone practicing, somebody after food, someone skirmishing, who knows. Now it's a real shame this buckle isn't complete. If we have a look at the other side, the next side, that's quite ornate, isn't it? Is that kind of like leaves design? I wonder what the age is on that. I don't think that's a Saxon design, but I think it's a few hundred years old. Yeah, this is the field that I have had Saxon on, but not at this point on it. It's a biggish field. Right, see if we can't find out anything about it. That wasn't much of a signal. A very thin, tiny, like copper stud or something. And a little tomback button. A little 4-hole button. Nice buckle. See if I can't find anything out about it. Now I've had horse rings, for want of a harness, horse rings, whatever you want to call them, for want of a better description, but I don't think I've had any as good as that. Oh, look at that thing. That is an absolute well-made beauty. That really is quite a beautiful thing. Some weight in that. Probably never have any idea of how old it is, but I certainly do like that. Now this is a strange one. I've just had that lead out of this hole. Okay, interesting, but nothing spectacular. But out of the same hole, look at that. What is that? Is it a spindle whorl type thing or what? And how old is that? That's freaking me out a little bit, that. Wow. Wow. Very interesting indeed. A loud signal. It's like a snitting sound. It's thick copper or silver. Yeah, can I see the date? 42. Another buckle. Now that's something to be proud of, isn't it? Look at that thing. It's like one of those cocktail sticks. Cherry in your Bacardi, anybody? An old hammerhead in pretty good condition. It's alright, isn't it? I went back to where I found that lead and terracotta disc and just had this out. Strange thing. Looks fairly old, doesn't it? Little lead disc with nothing on. Flat one side, bit rounded on the other. There might have been something on it, but who knows. So I'll be heading back soon. Crispy chicken burgers for tea. Interesting haul. So some of these are from you know, the couple of hours I had yesterday. The part of the Queen Elizabeth hammered is sat at home on the windowsill. So there's a couple of things from yesterday here and what we had today. From yesterday, that's a nail in a bit of wood. I'll just clean that up so it might, just so I can have an idea of how old the nail is. That was it, a boiler, shipbuilders, boilermakers, something or other. This, yeah. I showed this on the previous hunt, but the sun was shining on it and you couldn't really see it. That was in the bag, so I thought I'd have a little look. A couple of buckles today. Oh, there's that part of the buckle. I'll have to get that out in a second. I do think that's a medieval belt slider from the colour of it. bit of a different design. Some small things, pistol shot, bit of trash, the usual buttons, and then there's the medieval things. Yeah. Oop. Yeah, there it is. So the more interesting bits, that very ornate bit of buckle, the medieval belt slider, and then these three things which, I mean, that, it's a bit thinner at the top. Is that where it was worn? Rubbing against leather perhaps, but that just feels so cool in your hand. I'd love to know how old that is. You know, that's not far from, I'm not saying it is Roman, but it's not far from that Roman coin at all. And then again, not far from that were these two things. So is that some kind of spindly wally thing? But it's only got a small hole. And then there's that in the same hole. Is that like a terracotta thing? But that's intriguing me, that. Again, not far from the Roman. So I wonder what that was used for, because if it was a spindle whorl, it's quite light. Any ideas would be greatly appreciated. Right, see you next time. Shouldn't just say bye without giving a thumbs up. Look at where we were for part of the day today. Oof. Into the woods. So these are the recent finds found quite close together. Possible, well, that's Roman, I think. And is it Samian Ware? Is that how you pronounce it? I mean, look at that. I'm absolutely thrilled to bits with that. You know, it's I wouldn't have found it but for the fact that that was in the same hole. When it came out, so I've not found a lot of Roman things. When it came out, for some reason I was thinking, is this Roman? But because I've not found a lot, you don't dare to kind of think. But yeah, but look at that, absolutely beautiful. So it's like got a curve on the top and like a convex and then concave that side. But I'm thrilled with that find, and that was in the same hole. So I don't know if they kind of worked together or whether they were just I don't know, you know, dropped by the same person but not used at the same time, or builders tapping away on the neighbour's house. So yeah, and then this was, you know, quite nearby. If you just listen to this, just give you a sense of how substantial that is. That is an absolute cracker. So, yes! Get in! What a find. What a find. Thrilled with that.